Very exciting. Okay, and we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, under God, indivisible, liberty.
And Clerk Powlitz, can we have a roll call?
Sure. Trustee Geist,
Here.
trustee McGovern. Here. Trustee Page,
Here.
trustee Rose.
Here.
Supervisor
Here.
Assessor Tillage.
Here.
And thank you very much. And we're very saddened to hear of the passing of Jay Fisher, sorry, of Jamie Lowe. Sorry, I'm looking at Jay. Sorry, didn't mean to be deceased. And so I just want to let Jay Fisher speak some words on his behalf.
Thank you, Supervisor Hewitt. My name is Jay Fisher. I'm the treasurer for Lisle Township, which is the 501c3 that purchases the food from the Northern Illinois Food Bank for the Township Food Pantry. And as the supervisor said, we have sad news that our president, Jamie Lowe, suddenly passed away this week. I guess he had a fall a few weeks ago that he injured his back and he had been in the hospital, and this was all unbeknownst to us. And then I guess he had a complication to that this week. So, I knew Jamie a long time. Jamie was someone that liked to keep his life public and his private life private, but I know there was a couple things that Jamie really loved. He loved sailing. You know, one of the highlights of his every year was he got to crew on a boat in the Chicago to Mac race. And he loved doing that, and he loved serving the community. Jamie actually took over for me as a trustee in the Lisle Woodridge Fire Protection District when I decided not to run for re-election, and he served there admirably. And then after that, he was appointed to the DuPage Election Commission, where he served until it was dissolved by state law. And then in 2018, he expressed interest. He was elected the president of the Friends for Lisle Township, and he jumped in with both feet. He really enjoyed helping the food pantry. He was particularly wanted us to increase our marketing to get the word out there. He was instrumental in us creating our website and making sure that we had the money to purchase the food so that there was no one in the township that was needy that would go hungry. So I know we will miss him. There's our services for him this Sunday, March 13th, from 1 to 4 at the Friedrich Jones Funeral Home at 44 South Mill Street in downtown Naperville. And so that's, and thank you for letting me come here and express our sadness and tell people about Jamie and his work as the president. So thank you, Supervisor.
Thank you, Jay Fisher. This is a real tragedy and loss for the township. He has done gads of really awesome work for the township. It's a true loss. My condolences to everyone that knew him. Okay, then moving on with the agenda, then we have the approval of the February 9th, we have the public comments. And so I'm looking at the responses here for March 9th for public comments. And did we have anybody in the audience right now that would like to make any other comments online or in person? Okay, then moving on to the approval of the February 9th meeting minutes.
Make a motion to approve the February 9th minutes.
I have a second.
Thank you, Trustee Geist and Trustee McGovern. Discussion? And then we'll go with a roll call vote. Clerk Powlitz?
Trustee Geist,
Yes.
trustee McGovern.
Yes.
Trustee Rose,
Yes.
Page,
Yes.
Supervisor Hewitt.
Yes. Then it's passed. The minutes are accepted. Then we'll go with the discussion of ARPA funding. And where we are with that is the deadline is May 6th for the letters of intent. This next month, we plan to have the letters of intent drafted and finished. So we expect to have them in a month early so that we can get the responses ideally from the county so that we know which of the letters and which of our projects would be approved. We're working with everyone that we can be working with. We've been interviewing architects and builders, including the architect and builder that built this building and is worked on the highway commissioner's skin of his building. So we're really working with tips and really searching for a good amount of information with regards to perhaps extending the building as one of our lead projects. Another of the main issues that we're really working on was doing a variety of different improvements to the garden so that we can continue to help feed the hungry and do so in a way that would allow a more year-long impact. And so we've been working with other townships as well, sharing contacts with builders and what have you not, and ideas with the other supervisors as well. Trustee Geis had a really great mock-up of one of the gardening ideas for expanding. But so that's where we are with that. Next, we have the approval and discussion of potential action for the Lakeshore Recycling Service contract. And this was signed originally in 2020. There was no changes to it. We've had multiple different contracts in the unincorporated areas. We just were extending it. So that's what the extension in what this is. Does anybody or does want to make motions to approve this?
I'll make a motion to approve the Lakeshore.
I'll second. Oh, it happened again, Steve?
Municipal
Lakeshore
service.
Recycling.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Trustee Geist and Trustee McGovern.
So I'll make a motion to approve the Lakeshore disposal service. Recycling service, which one is it? Recycling.
Recycling.
Recycling. Okay, I'll second.
And thank you, Trustee Geist. Any discussion? And then we'll go with a roll call vote. Deputy Clerk Pollock.
Trustee Corbin,
Yes.
trustee Geis.
Yes.
Trustee Page,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Supervisor Hewitt.
Yes. Then the Lakeshore recycling contract is extended and approved. Thank you. Next, we'll go with the draft agenda for the town hall meeting. And I'll go back and share my screen with that. And so we're looking at this, the main pieces that are different or different than a normal town hall is there's three pieces. One is the League of Women Voters of Downers Grove, Woodridge, and Lisle did a study about the 708 mental health board creation for Lisle Township, and they'll be presenting their study. There's a number of pieces of property issues that we're going to have to decide in the next year. So this and item number 14, it allows us to buy and sell property at other times of the year other than the one day. A lot of times, as we know, there's often the other 364 days of the year might be helpful to buy or sell property. It's very common in a lot of the other townships do have a resolution in there about this. And then item number 15 was lobbied for, and there was a petition sent to me to have a discussion of potential action on an advisory question of public policy to be placed on the November 8th ballot, saying should the state of Illinois, their agencies and political subdivisions set up a 0 to negative carbon emissions priority date of 1/1/30 to address climate action now and set the same priority date in commercial regulation. So that's a non-binding ballot referendum. Any discussion or anyone want to make a motion?
This is Sarah. I see that I'm not on that agenda again for the annual meeting.
No, she's
No,
not.
that was the February meeting, sorry.
No, she needs the agenda for the town hall meeting.
Yeah.
So do we just need to add her before we?
We
approve it?
can add her, yes.
Okay.
That would be under,
10,
that would be, yes, under 10.
okay.
So it'd be the new 11. It would be really a part of the general assistance
Yeah.
food pantry. It would
Yeah.
be,
That's why I just put it on. the
Yeah.
agenda. Okay. So I'll make a motion to approve the Lisle Township Annual Town Meeting agenda and the addition of Sarah Whitehouse report under general assistance.
thank you.
I'll second.
Thank you, trustee Page and trustee Geist. Any other so we had the motion to approve with the addendum to add the counselor's report in 10. And any other motions?
I was just gonna ask, I think you had told me that it was the League of Women Voters who were in charge of the petitions for the 708 Mental Health Board. So they're getting their study. It might be helpful to have another voice as well regarding the 708 Mental Health Board.
So where we are at is that they're not in charge of the petition gathering. What they're in charge of is the study. And so they did a study based on their research on this. So March 1st was the deadline for anyone to lobby to get a presentation on the agenda.
Yes, I understand that. However, if any of those are signatures on the ballot, on the petitions, then they are definitely one-sided study. Do you follow what I'm saying? So you still have an agenda number 9 that could be added to, because it's a presentation.
So it's not one-sided. They did two-sided, looking at the issue from all sides perspective. They're a nonpartisan group. And that's why they're listed as such.
And I would just add that if their names on any of the petitions, they are indeed, and they're presenting, then there's a little bit of a conflict there of saying that it's not. I'm just saying, so.
The attorney, Ed, what is your take on this?
I'm sorry, I could hear you, Diane. I could not hear the other person who was speaking.
Clerk Polowitz said that she would like to have another perspective inside of the agenda here for item number 9. They didn't lobby us for that presentation. So is that there's a March 1st deadline to have anybody have an item on the agenda?
Sorry, I'm just reviewing this statute. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't see anything in there that, what's in your agenda is to be voted on by the board.
May I ask what you had in mind?
I just feel that there are differing opinions to the 708 Mental Health Board, and this will undoubtedly be one opinion to it. And I feel that there's others that probably would have another opinion.
So is this, well, I don't know, is this intended to be a persuasive presentation? Or is this intended to be an informative presentation based on the study? That's
It's
what I'm,
intended to be informative.
Although the people who are giving it are signing the referendum. Do you follow what I'm saying?
So that,
So if it's supposed to be informative, it should be all sides.
well, possibly, but also if they're just signing if they're just signing petitions to have the item added, if they're just signing to have it up for vote, they're not, that doesn't mean they're really supporting, they're just, that they're supporting the mental health board, right? I mean, I sign petitions all the time because I just think it's just part of, I don't know.
there's a place on agenda number 16 for public comments. So anyone can make public comments about their
But I
opinions.
see what you're saying. Yeah, I was just trying, I mean, I guess if their presentation was to build a case in favor of, then I do think there should be more than one perspective. But if they're only presenting just the results of the study, like they're sticking with just the facts, and there's no influence of persuasion, then I wouldn't have a problem with that. And then that's a good point. If they can speak in the public comments to the negative, I guess that, I don't know what you think.
If someone could do, sure, if someone could speak in the public comments.
Anyone can speak in any of the public comments.
Okay.
So that's for, as long as they're a registered voter in Lisle Township,
So is this presenter?
a registered voter in Lisle Township,
Yeah.
yes. Donna Preppersall lives in Lisle Township in Woodridge. Does anyone want to make any motions, either amending this or accepting this?
I think as long as they can speak in their public comment, I think that satisfies balance. For Paulus is concerned.
If she followed the rules and got the data in by, or the request by March 1st, and the opposing party or whatever party has a second opinion did not. I mean, I think the rules speak for themselves. It's then the other opposing comments could go into the public comments.
So do we want to make a motion to approve this current agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the current.
And I'll second.
You already have it. You already have trustee Geis made a motion to.
Okay, so trustee guys, I'll
Trustee
second.
Geis, and then
And
trustee
trustee Page.
Rose, and then any more discussion? And we can go with a roll call vote?
Trustee Geis,
Yes.
trustee McGovern,
Yes.
trustee Page,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Hewitt.
Yes. Okay, great. Then it is passed. Then we'll go on to the update on the food pantry. We are going to be getting some instruction from Northern Illinois Food Bank on how to better inventory and meet our community's needs. Last month was a busy month. We fed 1,376 people with 454 households. So it was a very busy month. From a general assistance perspective, it was again a busy month with a number of emergency assistance cases. $16,582 were of assistance was given out. There was 15 emergency cases with 3 GA cases. It was a busy month for her with 143 caseworker calls and 23 LIHEAP applications. And we're off the waiting list for LIHEAP, which is really great. With regards to a counseling report, there were 26 general counseling clients and 72 support services for a total of 98.
I just have a quick question. Are we gonna, is Sarah present?
Yes, I am. I was trying to get my camera going.
I didn't know if we were there. I'm sorry.
So the reason why we don't have the employees is because presenting is again, because we're not requiring them to to be here, but if she wishes to be here of her own volition, of her own time, sure.
Well, I guess we should ask if that's something you're interested in. Are you interested in delivering your counseling report?
Yes, I am.
Please proceed.
Yes, so tomorrow night, in fact, we will be having a Talk Saves Lives presentation, both in person and virtually. In person will be at 7:30 at the Village of Lisle Boardroom. And then there's also a virtual link, which you can find on our website. There it is. So we are doing this in partnership with a contact of mine from the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So I hope you can attend. Also, just a few highlights. I wrote an article having to do with stigma and about getting help for mental health and care needs. That was posted on the Lisle Township webpage and Facebook. I've recorded a wellness toolkit program and developed a packet for use with clients. And upcoming this month, I will be presenting a managing emotions program to 2 community groups, among other things. Thank you.
Sarah,
Yes.
I was looking for your article on the website and I could not find it. Where would we find things that you post on there?
Well, the Don't Mask Your Mental Health was on there. However, because there were so many other things and 2 other things of mine, it knocked it off. It was also on Facebook.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook, but it looked like it was more of a comment. Do you know what I mean?
It was posted as an article on
Okay.
the website, but we've had several things that had to be on the website, plus promoting the suicide prevention program.
Yeah.
So Bill asked me, we can only have 7 news flashes, is what they're called, 7 headlines. And so because other things had to stay on there, something had to go. So because we needed to promote the suicide prevention program, I said that we could put let that go for right now. We could have put it back on.
Yeah, maybe we should, because I mean, I was reading your, on the Facebook, and it was very good. So I think you need to have more eye time. I don't think people see the things that you're posting, or that, and I couldn't find them. So
yeah, there was another thing that was on there quite a while, but the mask one wasn't up as long. Part of the problem is I can't post to the site directly anymore. But that one had to come off fairly quickly. So I can ask Bill to repost that.
okay, so maybe that could be a spot in the newsletter, the upcoming newsletter that we're sending out too. So
Yeah,
You say you can't
I
post to
believe
the,
I sent it to Karen.
okay.
I'll double check. I've sent her a couple things.
Okay.
Sarah, when you
Yes.
say you can't post to the site anymore, what does that mean?
Technically, for some reason, I was able to post to the website, and starting in the new year, I haven't been able to post to the website directly. So I've had to rely on Bill to post when he can get to it.
Is that,
There's a technical reason for that. We're switching websites,
Oh,
and
right.
the technology of our former website had really run its course. Okay,
Sarah,
then.
thank you. I want to applaud you. I mean, I think that, this is, mental health is, I mean, there's so many people in crisis, I
That's
attended
true.
the funeral of a young woman a couple of weeks ago now, and I think that, really removing the stigma, and this article that you've written, I haven't read it yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I just want to thank you for being such a great voice.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So moving on to reports from elected officials. We'll just go around the table here. Does Clerk Powlitz have anything?
No.
And Assessor Trowbridge?
No report, thank you.
And McGovern?
Just an announcement regarding with the township. First off, I am so grateful, and our students getting help are so grateful for the volunteer tutors that we have. lots of math help place. The reviews and the appreciation have all been positive. We are in Lisle Library next Tuesday, the 15th from 5 to 6. The library is under renovation, so it is getting a little cramped. For a new place to hold our tutoring sessions. Our numbers are growing. So that is in the works, but for now, our meeting in the Lisle Library will be in the main level, which is downstairs. And we'll disperse from there with our
That just gets posted, right? You're just posting on the website and okay.
Yeah, website, Facebook, I post it personally. A lot of our interest has come from word of mouth. I know that the principal of Lisle Junior High is giving out our number
Yeah.
for.
I wonder if it wouldn't hurt to create it in our Facebook page, because what happens when you create an event, people have the choice to go and hit interested, whether they're going or not. It reminds them that it's happening. So then I would click it even though I wouldn't remind me it was happening, and then I, too. You know, so if you, anytime you create something that's an event that's happening, it just would help to expand your reach and keep it forefront in people's minds.
And
I
our
didn't forget about it.
speakeasies are required
No?
since we do one-to-one tutoring. So yeah.
Okay,
So-
Is it posted at the Lisle Library where you're having it?
It is posted.
And it's posted and it's posted to their website because they post a lot of things out there too. I can't hear anything.
Supervisor Hewitt, you're muted.
Yeah, I can't hear what she said.
Sorry. Whoops, hit the wrong button. There you go.
All area school administration and counselors are aware of it. I keep out reminders. But yeah, I love the feedback on getting more interest. If we have more interest, I do need more tutors. If there's anyone out there who would like to be a volunteer tutor, I would love to talk to you and set up.
Awesome.
Trustee McGovern. And then trustee Geist.
I have no report.
Thank you, trustee Geist. Trustee Rose.
I have just a thank you to Bill for setting up the tour with the Hanover Township. That was quite a night opener. Not only do they provide basic services, they have seniors center, youth and family services with bilingual tutors and social workers, a ride program, a veterans program, a great food pantry, and a 708 mental health board. What an exceptional investment on return for their taxpayers. So thank you, Bill.
Thank you, trustee Rose. And then trustee Page.
Not really so much as a report as a thank you to the township because as everybody knows, I'm a recipient now of the medical lending closet. I'm using a wheelchair and crutches and a shower chair since my fall. So it's a wonderful program that you've implemented and I am benefiting tremendously. And trustee McGovern, hopefully next Tuesday, I'll be well enough after surgery that my husband will be able to go and help tutor if you need. We'll be in touch. That's all I had.
Thank you.
Thank you, trustee Page, and we hope that you continue to heal. Okay, great. Well then, for my report, I'll share a few pieces. The supervisor's office has been focused on a bigger picture this past month. We've been very focused on making sure that the policies that we have for the employees will be in line with our mission as a township. One of the mission statements that we were working on is Lisle Township exists to educate township residents about governmental services available within the township and to identify, coordinate, maintain, and grow needed services within its resources. The township will employ qualified personnel to deliver approved services to improve the quality of life of its residents. So improving the quality of life is I think something that every governmental agency strives to do. And I think when we were looking, for example, at Hanover Township, we're really a inspirational township to show us many things. One of the pieces that we realized that we need to do is improve our policies. We're working with a specialist in this area, Lancher Muchin, the workplace intelligence firm that is very much completely focused on employee and relations. They focus on employment-related litigation, labor relations, employment law counseling, employee benefits, executive compensation, and business immigration matters. So they're the experts in this topic, which is extremely helpful as we navigate these questions.
Are you able to clarify for us what, that we have a lot of things that we work on that you felt that they were doing well? Can you give us some examples of what, so we know what we're using these resources?
For example, making sure that we have policies that are in line with current laws. We've had certain policies that were not investigated thoroughly enough on a lot of levels. So before we go into any of those details, we need to make sure that we have the proper legal guidance. Hanover Township, when you look at them on their website, they offer an amazing amount of services. When you look at their food pantry and their hours, they're very, very accommodating to the public. They have serves, they have 49 acres, but what they really do have is they have an amazing amount of services for community members. Their senior services were just second to none. It was just a really organizing feature around them. It was just really, truly amazing. There, all of these different things that you could do at their offices ended up generating enough from passport services to create a whole nother section on their campus, which was just focused on community health. So it was really using the most that they could out of the tax dollars, making sure that the return on the investment dollars is as good as it can be. So that's what we were focused on, is learning from people that have done this before. In a number of our townships that we've been working with our neighbors, making sure that we're good neighbors all around us, and figuring out what we can do. So that's my report. Next, we have the audit of expenditures.
I'll make a motion to approve the audit of expenditures.
Second.
Do we need to go to?
Oh, we have to go to first, sorry. I'll make a motion to go to the audit for expenditures.
And then a second.
Second.
Great. And then any discussion? Okay, then we'll go with the roll call vote.
Trustee Geist, trustee McGovern.
Yes.
Trustee Page,
Yes.
Rose,
Yes.
Rosie Hewitt.
Yes. And then we will go to, does anybody want to make a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the audit of expenditures.
Second?
Thank you, trustee McGovern and trustee Geist. Any discussion? And then we'll go with a roll call. Clerk Powlett.
Yes.
Trustee Page,
Trustee Page,
Yes. The audio is very bad.
sorry.
trustee Rose,
Yes.
Supervisor Hewitt.
Yes. Thank you very much with everyone. Does anyone want to make a motion to adjourn?
That's Jean's job. Sorry, just kidding.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Thank you, trustee Page, and good luck.
Second.
Thank you.
Trustee McGovern. I hope everyone heals up and has a recuperative week and month.
We'll be thinking of you, Jean. Have a
Thank
very smooth surgery.
7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Everybody just send positive vibes my way because I really need it. Thank you.
Thoughts and
Absolutely.
Good
prayers.
night, everyone.
Night.